My name is Ernestine Lyons, and I've been a resident of Harper Woods for 2 decades, and I'm committed to keeping our community safe, informed, and innovative. I'll use my small business and economic development experience to push for more jobs and business opportunities for Harper Woods. I'm ready to be your next mayor. Vote Ernestine Lyons on November 2nd. I'm Ernestine Lyons, and I want to push for more innovation in our city. As the founder of the Harper Woods Soup, I've helped launch businesses and push for more conversations around community policing and keeping our communities safe and clean. Making sure every citizen's voice is heard. Vote Ernestine Lyons on November 2nd. Ernestine Lyons speaking.
Hi, Ernestine. Vicki Thomas with WWJ. How are you?
I'm doing great and a little starstruck that I have Vicki Thomas here on the line with me, little old me.
Well, thank you for that. And thank you for being a listener of WWJ. I did get a tip that you are looking to run for mayor of Harper Woods, and I just wanted to do a quick interview with you about that.
All right. Well, yeah, indeed I am running for mayor, and so you have heard right.
All right, excellent. And do you have a couple minutes to do a quick interview with me?
Absolutely. For you, anything.
Oh, great. And let me start by having you say your name and your current title.
My name is Ernestine Lyons, and I'm on Harper Woods City Council.
And as I inform everyone, this interview is being recorded, but it will be used for broadcast later, if that's okay?
That's absolutely fine.
All right, excellent. So tell me, you're on the city council right now. Why do you want to be mayor?
Well, that's a great question. I grew up in Harper Woods. I was that little kid who was, moving from Detroit to Harper Woods, and I felt like this was the most idyllic town you could grow up in. I mean, there was always something to do, the community was safe, and I just have that feeling of pride and that sense of protectiveness over this town that I grew up in. The town has given me so much, so people in the community have asked me to step up and take that leadership to the next level, and that's why I want to be your next mayor. I'm ready to bring innovation to the city.
All right, and tell us about your platform.
Well, I believe in making sure that we are investing in our police and fire services, so that we can continue to have the great services here in the city of Harper Woods that we have grown to expect to have. And I'm also looking to incentivize doing business in the city. I'm quite sure you've heard about the business and development deals that are happening with regard to Eastland Mall. I want to make sure that there are community benefits ordinances in place to make sure that Harper Woods residents have jobs, and to make sure that big developers who come in are also taking the needs of Harper Woods residents into consideration, whether that's from a community center or making sure that we have beautiful parks. And then the third thing is making sure that there is unity, that we have pride in our city, that we continue our community cleanup efforts that happen frequently here in the city that I've been a part of.
All right. And what about the pandemic? What sort of effect has the pandemic had on Harper Woods?
Well, the pandemic has definitely been a tough time for us. We've all had to deal with and grapple with the changes, whether that's from we've lost people in our city. We've actually had a lot of people contract COVID, and we've lost our residents. We've also had a lot of issues that have to do with folks trying to make sure that they stay in their homes, that there's an eviction diversion. And then there's also the fact that things were put on pause, and many of our city employees and our city's police officers have dealt with catching COVID. And so we wanted to make sure that we as city council persons, and me as a person who's now running for mayor, that we had ways in place for the community to feel like they were in the loop. I hosted the Harper Woods COVID workshop, and we had the Harper Woods coffee hour check and community check-in, which I just got together with our residents on Zoom and I asked, what do you need? What sort of things do you have questions around when it came to the uncertainties of COVID? And then once we knew more about things, that I made sure that people knew that there were vaccines that were coming courtesy of our county, that they were going to be coming into our city, and that we were going to be hosting a vaccination site, a mobile site, so that people could get vaccinated in the city of Harper Woods.
All right, and has Harper Woods ever had a black woman mayor or African American mayor?
Yes, currently we have a African American woman mayor, and she was appointed, but I do believe that I have this pride and this education and the experience to really move the needle forward. And to me, it shouldn't really be about color. But representation is important, and our city, according to the newest census results, is now 68% African American, and so that's really important. But it's also important to pass the baton to the next generation of leadership, so that we have the energy and the vitality to really fight for this city.
All right, great. Well, that's it for questions. Anything else you'd like to add?
I would like to add that, I am the next mayor of Harper Woods, and you can come out and support me at different events. We're going to be having a meet and greet on the 5th, and then another event on the 14th of September. And so I'd love to see you at those events. And other than that, I'm going to see you out there on the doors. I'll be coming to your front door knocking, and vote Ernestine Lyons on November 2nd.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and good luck with your campaign.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Do you always wear your glasses?
No, I normally take them off to look fabulous.
Well, that's why I wear these gloves. It's just fashion. I would take your glasses off, because what happens sometimes is as your head moves up and down,
glare.
There's a little bit of glare.
Mm-hmm.
So let's try it without them and give it a shot.
Okay.
Okay, so give me your name and tell me the office you're running for.
My name is Ernestine Lyons, and I'm running for mayor of the city of Harper Woods.
Ernestine, why do you want to be mayor?
Well, I want to be mayor because I believe that I have the innovative vision that Harper Woods needs. We definitely need to have someone who's fighting for clean community and for safe neighborhoods, and to make sure that we have the resources we need for our police and fire department.
So are you saying that Harper Woods is kind of dirty and unsafe now, and you want to take care of that?
Harper Woods is a perfect community, but we can always improve upon perfection. So, and I'm the person to bring that new vision and have pride in our community, Lions pride.
Well, so how's the budget in Harper Woods? Is it, you got enough money to do what you need? Did you get a lot of this COVID money coming in?
So we definitely have applied for all of the grants we need for COVID, especially as far as the American Rescue Plan. But there's always room for incentivizing doing business in our community and strengthening the tax base. And with my 14-point plan, as seen on my website, you can definitely bring more of that revenue to the city.
Why wouldn't you just increase taxes?
Oh, wow, that's a great question. So there's always going to be a way to strengthen our tax base that includes making sure that people want to come to our city. If you have more residents who become homeowners, then that's going to strengthen the tax base. And when we have big developments like we do coming to our city with the Eastland Development Project, we can make sure that those are going to be jobs and that there are plenty of taxes that are going to come to our city from those new developments.
But a lot of people look at the housing stock in Harper Woods, and it's kind of old, so you might not get a lot of new families moving in. Are you concerned that you'll have enough kids to support the schools?
Well, that's where our brand identity comes in. You want to make it attractive to live in Harper Woods. I know I grew up and went to school in Harper Woods, and it was an idyllic place for kids to just roam and have a great time. And so therefore, with my plan, we can definitely attract those families who are looking for a place that's affordable to live. And Harper Woods is definitely going to be that place under my guidance and leadership.
Well, why should someone vote for you rather than your competition?
I love Harper Woods. I've lived here for 25 years, and since 1997, I have been actively involved in our city and a volunteer. And I believe that we need to have that pride of community and that pride of place. And I'm the person to bring the Lyons pride. So vote for me because I'm the person who has the vision for our city to take it forward.
Was there anything else you want people to know?
I want people to know how great of a city Harper Woods really is. It's a wonderful place. I mean, we have the St. Sabbath's Monastery, which is beautiful grounds where it's just a lovely place for people to come and visit. We have great development deals that are happening in our community and lots of great prosperity and lots of great things on the horizon. So Harper Woods is amazing, and I'm your next mayor because we have the vision. I have the vision to take it forward.
Smile with your teeth. There you go. All right. Good job.
Well, welcome. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what office you're running for?
My name is Ernestine Lyons, and I'm running for mayor of Harper Woods, the best city in Michigan.
Why is it the best city in Michigan?
Well, we are definitely a close-knit community, and we have a lot of really great resources. They call us a bedroom community, so that means that we're a tiny but mighty little town full of neighbors who really care about each other.
And what will you do for all these people in the best town in America, Michigan?
Well, I grew up in Harper Woods, and so I'm committed to making sure that we're an innovative town and that we are pushing for the best for our citizens and our constituents. And I want to make sure that we continue to support our police and fire and make sure that there are grants available. And also I'm committed to making sure our community is safe and clean. We host community cleanups every weekend in Harper Woods, and I'm committed to making sure that everyone has a voice that's heard in the community and that we're united and that we have pride, Lyons pride in our community.
You're currently a councilwoman with the city, correct?
Correct, yeah.
And so what is lacking in the leadership that you would bring as mayor?
Well, as mayor, I think we need more innovation. We need to have someone who's going to fight, and a lion fights. A lion is going to be somebody who's going to make sure that we fight for what the people need and that we make sure there's no stone unturned and that we're looking for new ideas and that we're continuing to push for things and making sure that, you know, there's always going to be an alternative and that we're going to lose sleep making sure that those things are fought for the citizens of Harper Woods.
Innovations about what specifically?
Well, when it comes to just looking at things in a different way, you know, I think for a long time in our city we've become complacent and we've looked at things and said, oh, well, we tried that before and it didn't work. But now I think it's time to start looking at things in different ways and to, you know, incorporate technology into things. And, you know, during the pandemic, a lot of city functions were just canceled. And we could have used Zoom as an official capacity to have events. And we can also have more innovation in our community in terms of, you know, looking into investing in clean energy, establishing something like a sustainability commission and police oversight. Having a public safety commission is something I've been a champion of. And I think we should really be fighting for more innovative ideas when it comes to, you know, just really fighting for our citizens.
Now you sound like you're talking about a city with a lot of problems.
So I believe our community is perfect, but you can always improve upon perfection. So we can definitely have a conversation around ways to make the community just a better place for everybody and that every voice is heard in addition to, you know, just really pooling our resources together to make sure that we're really on top of, you know, new policies. What are other cities doing that have had success in the past? If we're really trying to make sure that we're pushing for, you know, strengthening our tax base, what have been some programs that cities have started on a grassroots level? You know, how can we support our Neighborhood Economic Development Coalition, which is a volunteer group that does a lot of really great things in our communities, from events to making sure that there are, you know, just different ways for the citizens to get involved and creating a website to let people know what's happening in their community and keeps the city informed.
So the census just came out, the 2020 census. What did it say about Harper Woods, and were you happy with it, or what, did you have a reaction to what it said?
So the city has actually just crossed over our PA 33, which is Public Act 33 of 1951. We've crossed over the threshold of having over 15,000 residents, which means that we're actually going to need to fight more to keep our police and fire services in addition to other services that are provided for the city in terms of city employees. So that means that the census has actually created some problems, but I would have to say that we have to start being more innovative and proactive about getting ahead of those problems. And that way we can make sure that we keep those city services that people in Harper Woods have grown to rely on and to expect, and that quality of service which really makes Harper Woods a great place.
So day one as mayor, is that kind of the first problem you tackle, is some of the issues that have been caused with the city actually growing?
So actually it's what I'm tackling right now as your council person. And then as mayor, we just continue on the path of making sure that we're getting ahead of everything, and we're forecasting, 5-year planning, and making sure that we are having every step in place to make sure that we're set up for success. All right, well, thank you.